Good morning, Cardinals. My name is Gabby.
And I'm Abe.
And we're your hosts for today's KARDTV News. Before we jump into today's news, our amazing SPHS Band and Color Guard had their field show preview night last Friday. Here are some clips of the show.
Roll the tape.
Thank you to our amazing SPHS Band for putting on this great show. Speaking of band, they will be having their fall concert on this 26th.
That's great, Gabby, but that's not all. On Saturday, the SPHS Band and Color Guard had the opportunity to compete at the Royal Classic Field Show Tournament. They won first place in the band, auxiliary, and percussion categories in the 4A division.
We are so proud of the work and progress the Band and Color Guard students have made this season. Their next competition is the Wildcat Classical at Valencia High School this Saturday, October 14th. Great job, everyone.
Cardinals, did you know that this month is Hispanic Heritage Month?
Hispanic Heritage Month is celebrated nationwide from September 15th to October 15th.
This annual event started in 1968 as a week-long observation and expanded to a full month in 1988.
Today, it remains a wonderful opportunity to honor the history, culture, and contributions of Hispanic and Latino Americans.
Moving on, seniors, if you'd like to make up your senior portraits, the Makeup Day will be held on the 28th in the auditorium.
Cardinals, we are now going to Yesenia and Ryan for a special interview with Miss Mitchell's AP Environmental Science class. Yesenia?
Go.
Thanks, guys. My name is Yesenia.
And my name is Ryan.
And we're reporters for KARDTV. We are here with Miss Mitchell and a special guest speaker that spoke today in Miss Mitchell's AP Environmental Science class. Her name is Anna Cummins. Anna, would you mind introducing yourself and telling us more about what you do?
Sure. So my name is Anna. I'm one of the co-founders of the Five Gyres Institute and more recently of the Ventura County Science Center. So we study plastic pollution around the world, the impacts that it has on our ecosystems and also on our communities, our own health, and then we use science to drive upstream solutions.
That sounds awesome. Can you tell us more about how plastic pollution is impacting ecosystems and communities around the world?
Absolutely. So when we first started our research, we were looking specifically on how does plastic impact oceans. And we know that a lot of our plastics on land will eventually wind their way into our oceans where they fragment into microplastics, get into the food chain, and affect you and I. But what we're learning more recently is that plastic impacts communities at every step of the supply chain. Plastics are made from fossil fuels, and the production of these materials can impact communities through environmental toxins that are in that plastic. There's very little end-of-life concern for what happens at the end of our use of plastics. And we're seeing that plastic pollution is really a climate change issue. Plastics are in the air that we breathe, the food that we eat, the clothing that we wear, and we're really trying to use this information to demand that companies take accountability for the products that they make.
Such great insights. Anna, we know you and your husband have worked with youth around the world to drive change. Can you tell us how youth are getting involved to prevent plastic pollution and climate change?
Absolutely. So some of the most inspiring things I've seen in this journey, because it can be kind of depressing news, is how young people are taking this information and driving change. So two examples that I love of this, there's a young woman in Los Angeles named Nayeli Kobo, and she really represents the environmental health and justice part of plastic. As a young person, she was getting really sick, and they realized it was because their community was across the street from an oil refinery. And so Nayeli and a whole bunch of her community members got involved and were able to create a setback, 2,500 feet, between where we produce fossil fuels and where communities live. Now, industry is really trying hard to overturn that, but it's a great example of how young people are helping to drive change.
So, what brings you here to Santa Paula, and what are some of your visions for collaborating with communities here in Ventura County?
Great question, thank you. We're so excited to come to Santa Paula, my husband and my co-founder, and I have had a vision for a long time of collaborating with local communities to really bring more STEAM education to the next generation. Like I said before, I've seen young people driving amazing change, and what I've seen is that when young people have access to the resources, the information, the science, that they can move mountains. So our goal here in Santa Paula is to start the Ventura County Science Center and collaborate with amazing partners like Santa Paula High School, like young people in this county, to really drive change to some of the most pressing issues facing our generations.
That
great to
sounds
see.
amazing. We wish you a lot of luck in your efforts, and we'll definitely be looking for more ways to involve ourselves in this fight. Thank you so much for speaking with us. Back to you.
Thanks for the report, Yesenia and Ryan.
There will be a senior dunk day tomorrow during lunch.
So Cardinals, make sure to come dunk your senior class ASB.
That will be so much fun.
Also seniors, we have a senior shirt up for pre-sale, so make sure to go check them out in the student store. Act quick because pre-sale ends this Friday.
Cardinals, make sure you wear your college gear every Tuesday, also Wednesday of this month. Wear pink to raise awareness for breast cancer.
Speaking of cancer awareness, there's a Cancer Crushers meeting in room 522 tomorrow at lunch.
Also, Cardinals, join the Nest tomorrow at lunch for a therapeutic drum circle.
But act quick because space is limited. Sign up using the QR code posted around campus or see Mrs. P in room 212.
Seniors, girls varsity tennis will be having their senior night today, and football and cheer will be holding theirs October 20th at Jones Field.
So Cardinals, come and celebrate our amazing senior football players, cheer squad, and varsity tennis team.
Seniors, don't miss the opportunity to get a free Krispy Kreme donut next Friday after school. Just bring your school ID.
A free donut? I'll definitely be there.
Yeah, me too. We are going to Elena for another round of club interviews from Club Day. Elena?
Hi, what's your guys' club and what do you guys do?
We are FBLA. FBLA is something kind of like FFA. It's a CTSO, Career Technical Student Organization, recognized nationally as like a student organization. It's a really big deal, but rather than running it like FFA or HSA, where it's like intertwined in the school day and you schedule like different classes around it, we run this more like a club so more students can join. I say it's more of a business oriented club, but business is kind of a broad term. It's involved in just about everything everywhere. So a lot of like our main focus is on our competitions. We have two, our sectional or I guess regional competition and our state competition, where there are a lot of different events, speech events. There's healthcare administration, there's like accounting and cybersecurity. It's a really broad range of a lot of different things that could help you gain a lot of different experiences and figure out what you want to do when you're older.
Well, it seems like a really cool club I'd like to join soon, and I hope you guys get some new members.
Thank you.
Thanks for those interviews, Elena.
The senior class will be honoring our school's spooky past with a Halloween haunted hallway, which will be held on the 30th and the 31st.
We'll also be doing teacher trick-or-treating on the 31st.
Yep, teachers will be handing out candy to our trick-or-treaters around campus.
So come have some fun at these spooky events.
Also, seniors, make sure to come to the senior class meeting today during lunch in Mr. Buck's room, room 114.
The Physics and Engineering Club will be meeting next Tuesday at lunch to start the bridge building competition.
Well, Cardinals, that's all for this week. We hope you have an amazing rest of your week.
And as always, have a Cardinal day.